Welcome back to another video. This is part 2 of why I think Sniper Elite 5 will be the best in the franchise. Now, yesterday I did a video going over one of the trailers that Rebellion has put out. It was on IGN. I'll link that video in this one. But now we're doing the weapons and customization trailer, and we're going to be looking at, you know, what they've done with the guns, how much customization is actually going to be in the game. I'll give my humble little opinion on it, and go into more detail about why I think this is going to be the best game in the franchise. Because in my last video, I don't think I went too much into detail, but I'll try to be more in-depth with this one. So let's get into it.
Rated M for mature.
It was wonderful for Rebellion to ask if they could come over and photograph some of the authentic weapons and vehicles that we've got. I was quite amazed at how this works, because for each item they would take 300 or 400 photographs to make sure it was absolutely perfect. We've done German half-tracks, German tanks, all kinds of artillery pieces.
Now, see, one thing with artillery I've noticed in World War II games is it's either used as an objective to take out, or it's used as like background imagery, background debris. Like, I don't think there's really ever many cases where they actually use artillery against you, the player. That's something I kind of would like to see. I want to be kind of shot at with like a flak gun, one of those turrets that the Germans would push around. Like, you would have 4 guys manning one gun, and they would shoot at infantry. I hit my mic. But I kind of want that to happen in the game. I don't think it's gonna, but I want that.
Parts, we did a cat and crab. Cat and crab is a tracked vehicle. It's like a motorbike with tracks on. This particular cat and crab was in the film Saving Private Ryan, and a lot of people might remember it's the one where it nearly topples over when it goes around the corner. I nearly had a heart attack that day, but that's another thing. It's all about getting the detail of the items so it looks 100% authentic on this fantastic video game.
Gotta give credit where credit's due. They're trying. Look at this. They're going this far. I don't know if other studios go this far. I don't know how they get their images of World War II guns and stuff. Like, once again, bringing up COD Vanguard, like, I don't know really how they did theirs. But if it's the same as this, look, credit where credit is due. Vanguard's not a great example to bring up compared to this, but I'm just saying.
It's very important to us in all of our games that guns sound as realistic as possible. Our artists go to great lengths to...
Look at the graphics. Look at the graphics right there. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Look at that.
Visually represent...
You can see, like, the streaks and everything.
The guns. Of course, we apply the same rigorous, uncompromising approach to the sound. We're really going all out on Sniper Elite 5. We're recording more guns than all of our previous sniper titles combined. We all know Carl likes to sneak around, stealthily picking off...
There's the well rod. That's more of a stealth pistol. That's been in Sniper Elite, I think, since Sniper Elite V2, which I haven't played much of. I played Sniper Elite 4, and I've played a handful of Sniper Elite V2 because my pap had it on Xbox 360. I mentioned him in the last video. He would have loved this game if he was still alive. I don't mean to be a downer about this. It's just he would have liked this game. And the well rod, I don't think the well rod is featured a lot. It's not really a talked about gun as far as I know. I'm probably wrong about that. But, you know, it's never really featured that much in World War II games. It seems like it's always forgotten about because it's more of a stealth gun, and it's like a one-shot pistol, and then you reload and one bullet at a time. But it's a very, very interesting World War II gun.
The enemy with his silenced pistol. So it was a no-brainer really for us to get the well rod into the game, and we're really happy with how it's sounding. And it's great to have that level of detail for one of our signature weapons.
So we're really going for authenticity. Sniper Elite is a very cinematic sounding game, so when you hear a rifle in Sniper, we want it to sound big, we want it to sound exciting, but we also want it to be based in realism. We're going to be setting the microphones up at various points down range from the guns so that we can get a number of different perspectives. So we'll be recording up close, we're going to be recording far away. Close recordings
It's so involved, man.
will give us some nice mechanical detail. And the distant recordings that we can use for distant gunshots in the game. So the most exciting gun for me to capture is probably the Thompson.
They have to tape microphones to their hands, microphones to the guns, microphones like at a certain distance away. Oh, the Thompson. Look at that.
And it's a gun that has a lot of history. Hearing all of the mechanical parts moving,
think
recording
the
every
Thompson's
single element of it,
favorite.
and the firing itself was just really fun.
Look at how smooth that transition is from third person to first person. That looks very nice. I can't wait to be able to do that. I think adding first person is a very welcome feature to the game of Sniper Elite overall. And that looks really nice.
I think the great thing about SE5 is there's so much customization in there and so many different varieties of weapons.
I have to say as a side note here, bringing up my grandfather, my pap again, he would always, whether watching a World War II movie, I would visit him and watch World War II movies with him. He studied World War II for years. He was born in 1941. He was a child. He was a toddler when it was going on. But like afterwards, in the following years, his teens and up, he would always study World War II. If it wasn't cars or music, it was World War II. And he would be able to name every uniform aspect of the German uniform, especially the German uniforms, because he studied it so much and he was so fascinated with it. And, you know, you got the eagle on the hat, and it looks like they actually have the swastika in the circle. That's something I took note of when I played Sniper Elite 4 Italia, because there was a Nazi presence in Sniper Elite 4, and they had bunkers and bunker levels and stuff. And they would put the painted Iron Eagle on the concrete walls of the bunker, and they would have the circle, but there would be no swastika in it. And I'm just like, well, that's pointless. I get why people have to censor it out, and I think we're sort of coming out of that stage. Like, these guys are actually putting it and leaving it in, so obviously whatever heat they're gonna get is kind of calmed down now until this game releases, I guess. But yeah, I always found it pointless to have like a Nazi symbol. Like, if you're going to put the Iron Eagle in Black Ops 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, they had a lot of, if you've ever played the zombies mode on that game, they did German related maps where Germans would be, and they, instead of like the swastika on the red flags, they would have just the Iron Cross, the German Iron Cross. And instead of the Iron Eagle, they would have like a lion or a tiger head with wings, and it just looked so weird to me. Like, why even do it in the first place? You might as well have just left it blank. But yeah, my pap would be able to name every, like, what rank this guy is, what is supposed to be on his uniform because of his rank. The Germans in World War II had a very complex ranking system where you would have certain pins for certain things. And I don't expect Rebellion to go that far. Just this is enough for me for authenticity. I like authenticity in World War II games. That's why I play World War II games. I want authenticity. I want to be able to do things I couldn't do in real life. I can't fight in World War II. World War II's over. I wasn't born that time. Not that I would want to fight World War II. Nobody wanted to fight. Who wanted to fight? It was a disastrous war. You know, the deadliest war in human history. And the most costly war in human history. But playing a World War II game, you're supposed to have fun with it. It's a game. That's why you play games, to have fun. But he would be able to name everything that would go on a German uniform, depending on the rank, of course.
But you can replay missions with different weapons will really give you a different experience.
And I like this shot in the trenches here. See, I'm hoping that they're going to have a diverse set of maps where maybe some maps will be more linear, like in the trenches here, or maybe you'll have a broad open field where you can just have free reign to do and play however you want, almost like a sandbox game. But I like this shot here of shooting down first person, shooting down sights in the trenches here. I like that.
Kind of gone to town
Very nice.
from front to back, you know, stock, magazines, receivers.
And then comes the customization. Like, I'm hoping they're gonna see with customization in World War II games, you're either going to do it where it's so nonsensical and that it just totally disrespects World War II, like COD Vanguard did, or you're going to be more restrictive in your customization, like COD World at War. COD World at War, if you play the multiplayer and you did the guns in that, there's very little customization in that game for its time. Actually, it was probably revolutionary for its time. Or innovative, not revolutionary. But, you know, we're past those days, but if you're going to go back and make a World War II game and you want as much authenticity as possible, there's probably going to be a restriction with customization. Not so much to where it's not fun, but you're going to have the guns, you're going to have some camos, hopefully not like anime camos or whatever, because I saw that's what Call of Duty did. I keep bringing up Call of Duty. I can't help it because they used to be the GOATs when it came to World War II games. They started off World War II games. That's why the name is Call of Duty, because it was World War II oriented gaming. And they did a couple titles that featured World War II, and then they fell away from that. Then they bring it back, only to spit all over it and spit all over its legacy. Thanks a lot, Activision. I'm sorry, I'm making this about another game. This is supposed to be about Sniper Elite 5. But yeah, you got some muzzles. You got, what's that, long travel trigger? Yeah, it looks like a decent setup for gun customization. You got the scopes, you got the clips, you got the stocks, you got the barrels, and the muzzles.
Through to barrels.
You got stats on them, versatile all-rounder. Here's the 1911 with a scope on it. I'm not totally sure they had scopes like that back in the 1940s. I don't really know. But I can give leeway. I mean, it's not going to matter with what I think anyway, but I'm just saying.
Scopes, iron sights. There's a lot in there. They all exist within the world in workbenches, and these will be located in strategic locations or hidden away in a sort of back room in what we call armories or resistance caches.
This allows the players to change.
Now that's probably going to be a safe room. I forget. I haven't played Sniper Elite 4 in a while. I forget how many implications of safe rooms there were. I know for a fact that Dead Army has safe rooms because you're fighting zombies in that game. But when you're coming to Sniper Elite and the more realistic side of things, I forget if there was safe rooms. If not safe rooms, there was at least crafting benches where you would still be vulnerable. If memory serves me correct, it probably doesn't.
In real
Someone in the comments could probably let me know.
time without having to go back to the front end or committing to a loadout from the start of a mission. So in SE5 we've added the ability to look down iron sights.
I like that. Now see, I've heard some people complain. I hit my desk. I'm hitting everything today. I heard some people complain about the AI in Sniper Elite, right? But I don't really know what's to be expected when it comes to the AI. I guess it would depend on difficulty. Like, how difficult do you want it to be? You're one man against an entire army, and you're supposed to be stealthful sniper, or you have a submachine gun to go in guns blazing. You're a one-man army, essentially. That's what the game is about, being a one-man army. As far as the AI goes, Sniper Elite 4 had pretty decent AI in terms of not recognizing... People don't like the realism of, or the lack of realism when it comes to AI detecting you and then just forgetting all about you. It's a game. That's kind of par for the course with a lot of games. I don't really... There probably is a way. I just don't know how you would do it to where... What, you want them all to come after you? It would depend on difficulty. It would really depend on difficulty.
Which takes you more in.
Do you want it to be like an instant sighting of like as soon as their eyes are on you, they don't forget about you? Probably. I could empathize and agree with that actually.
To a more immersive first-person style view.
There's 4 main archetypes of how you can play Sniper Elite. Stealth, we've got power, we've got speed, and we've got control. And control might be like you sit back on a hill 600 meters away and snipe out your targets carefully. Or you might run and gun and you take in the big gun, loud, and you just lay down fire. What we wanted to do is set up a loadout system, weapons,
The loadout system looks very nice.
equipment.
very clean loadout system, a very simple HUD, not too confusing.
And items that...
Let's take a look at those traps a sec. Yeah, so you got, I don't know what that is. That looks like a band. It says bandage. I'm stupid. Medkit, bandage, grenade, teller mine, and then you unlock the next 2 slots through skills, it looks like. Now, see, I'm wondering...
Items that...
I'm wondering if they probably have trip mines still in this. I'm wondering if they're going to implement any new tools, or if it's just going to be the same as the last few games.
Let you play in the way that you want to play.
It looks like there's going to be guys on motorcycles going around. I think, does the sidecar of the motorcycle have a machine gun on it that we can be shot at with? Yeah, see, there's the teller mine. Here comes the motorcycle. It looks like there is a gun on it.
In the way that you want to play.
Working with partners.
Being that it's Sniper Elite, it'll probably have the same kind of AI where they have a certain path and they walk it and they patrol it and they just go around in circles. I mean, if you're taking your time with the game, that's kind of what you need, because you need to be able to have... It has to give you the freedom of being able to take as long as you want to approach it the best way you deem possible. It's all about you, the player, on how you play the game. That's what freedom in video games is. That's why most of the time with AI, they have a patrol route that they walk and they don't deviate from it because they're not programmed to. They're only programmed to once they're provoked or attacked or they spot you.
Such as the Imperial War Museum and Royal Armories, gives us a level of authenticity that helps us elevate the game and add historical accuracy as well.
So good. Now, obviously, I don't get it. I don't expect to be shot at with that. That's more of probably an aircraft gun, an AA gun.
We tried to encourage more focus on thinking
That guy has a flashlight on. I wonder what that's for.
and planning, which is really what underpins the Sniper Elite experience.
I like this little... I like the map design so far from what I'm seeing. I like how this is a dam right here.
The experience.
And I'm really looking forward to going into like French towns and French fields doing this stuff.
We changed the default loadout so that the pistol for SE5 encouraged players to play with a different play style than SE4 and explore all of the attachment and customization options we have available in SE5.
I like how this guy's he's got the camo on his face. He's got the paint on his face. See, they're adding more stuff to it than before. They're adding more unique outfits. They're adding more, like he's got a camouflaged German helmet and some face paint. He's probably, I don't think he's a sniper, so I don't really know why he's wearing it. No, he has a rifle on his back. He probably is a sniper. Then why he doesn't have his rifle out, I have no idea, but who cares? Right, and there it is. There it is. Yeah, I will be doing a Let's Play on this game on May 26th when it comes out. I don't have an early access copy because I don't have that kind of influence. But yeah, that is a great trailer. I'm very excited for this game. It looks like they're doing the best possible job on the game that they can and that the formula allows, because they have a formula to follow that they've perfected over the past couple games. So if they're perfecting it, of course I expect it to be the best in the whole franchise, really. So yeah, good graphics, better customization, good customization. We didn't really see gun camos like in the last trailer. I'll pull that trailer up actually really quick, or I'll pull up another one. So I couldn't find a good video to really showcase the camos with, because it's just going to be other people's gameplay from other channels, and I'm trying to not spoil it for myself because, again, I don't have an early access copy. I can't play it until the 26th, just like everyone else. So as far as camos go, I expect that it's going to be more realistic camos. Like, you're going to have a woodland camo on your guns, like the greenish kind of camo. I saw in the last video, in the last trailer, I saw sort of a tannish camo, like more that you would see in the desert. I don't really know. That's probably more for, like, you know, the sand on the beaches of Normandy or whatever, because there is beaches in France. So maybe that camo is taking inspiration from that. Those are the only two that I can really guess. A blue camo, I wouldn't see any need for unless you're doing night missions. I'm not really wanting that many camos in Sniper Elite 5. I don't think camos are really necessary because either way you're being stealthy, either way the AI is not really... It doesn't affect the AI, does it? Having camos. It's nice. It's a nice feature to have camos in games to be able to customize the gun however you want. But me, I kind of like to keep it simple. I kind of like to just do the attachments and keep the base gun skin because I like the guns that much. I like the way the guns look. I think they look fine without having any camos on them. But I hope I gave some valid points here. Thank you for watching. That was a great trailer to really get us into the mood of being able to play this game on release. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be a good game. I'm wondering how the story is going to go because there was mention of Operation Kraken, which is probably like a wonder weapon that you have to disable. Thank you everybody for watching. Let me know if you're looking forward to this game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you think it'll be a great game and if you think it'll be a bad game. If this game flops, alright, if this game flops, I will be stunned because they are going through so much effort. And all that for it to just flop, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to drop the ball on this one. That's why I think it'll be the greatest in the series because they have time to perfect it. And they had time to improve the formula that they have and the gameplay loop that the games are known for. But thanks for watching and take care. Bye.